a cryptobotanist, said no one ever. So you're an expert in all matters of plant-based arcana. Yep. Well, with that, I believe we're done. Feel free to wake up and go about your day. Hi everyone, I'm Lexi. I'm going to play today for you Shadows Over Loathing. This is the first gameplay of 2025. It is a very weird, noir, funny detective RPG described as Shadows Over Loathing is a slapstick figure comedy adventure RPG full of mobsters, monsters, and mysteries. So that's exactly what we are going to get into today. I hope you had a really beautiful entry into the new year. Without further ado, let's dive into this noir craziness. So let's click new game. Okay, so this is us. We are the stick figurine, and you get some instructions. You can use the WASD keys. And we just have something on our face. So let's go inside a diner. This smells like a diner, and it smells like they're open. Hopefully they don't have a no shirt, no shoes, magazine stuck to your face, no service sign posted. You will see that the game doesn't like to take itself too seriously, and also the music is very powerful and quite dynamic. It really kept me stimulated. It's not the first time I'm playing it. I played it on the 19th of December, and I think I managed to get halfway through it, but it's a pleasure, so I'm really happy to take it up once more. Okay. I'm not talking to you until you wipe that look off your face. The copy of Look magazine that's stuck to your face? Bathroom's in the back. She points over to the right, as far as you know. Thumps. Okay, so we have a copy of Look magazine that gives us a really funny look. Haha. So let's just get it off. Is this the bathroom? Probably. Oh. You blunder your way into the bathroom and eventually find the sink. After fumbling with the faucet for a while, you manage to disentangle yourself from the magazine. You stare into the mirror, revealing... Yes? We get to select our face. So I have to tell you guys, the first time when I played this game, I was this individual, this monocled, partially mustached man. But what should we go for right now? Should we get a monobrow? I kind of like the tash. It's very kind of vintage to me. So let's just use this mustached individual. There you are. Finally, we have a face. Still no clothes, but a face. Oh, they've got one of those new meat-operated multi-selection phonographs. Meat-operated. I forgot to tell you the currency in this game is not money, but meats. Yes, meats. You heard that correctly. Should I say it again? They pay in meat, or jukeboxes as the kids call them. Meat. Hey, there's something in the coin return. Grab it. Yes. A couple of young women are chatting breezily over coffee. Ooh. Let's see what they're talking about. Hey Mac, what town is this? Poughkeepsie. Are you traveling? So they are someplace close to New York, I imagine? Yeah, Ocean City is turning into a real sawmill, so we boosted her jelly beans breezer for a weekend whirl to the hot potato. What in God's name? Oh, bourgeois, you make it sound like we went south with it. I flew him a kite. Everything's Jake. Jake Gyllenhaal? Like, what's this lingo? Geez, I'm pretty sure I'm only 3 or 4 years older than you two, but I barely understand what you're saying. What are you, a cancel stamp? Go put some pepper in your shoes. A cancelled stamp. Yeah, I'll try that. Okay, maybe we should have some of the coffee that they're drinking. Try coffee, you'll like it eventually. This man is concentrating very hard on his coffee. Talk to him. Hey there, is there something particularly interesting about that coffee? It's my first one. Of the day? No, it's my first coffee ever. Oh, what do you think? I think it's a bad beverage, it's bitter, and it makes my stomach hurt. Oh well, it's not for everybody, I suppose. Yeah, I think I'll have another one after this though, and then maybe every morning for the rest of my life. Well, enjoy your addiction. Complete coffee addict here, so I'm not blaming anyone. Just saying. Well now, that looks much better. I'm Ethel. What name should we give him? Let's be creative. Mordekai, but let's spell it with a K for added edge and mystery. Hi, I'm Mordekai. Mordekai who? Oh, Mordekai Morris. Should we make him Eminem? Pleased to meet you, Mordekai Morris. What can I get you? A cup of coffee, of course. You sure can. Best cup of coffee in the state, if I may say so myself. That will be one neat. Great. To go, please. Ethel pours you a steaming hot cup of fresh black java. This reminds me of Twin Peaks, right? And the way in which the detective was obsessed with drinking hot coffee and eating cherry pie. Anything else, hon? Let's ask about the Ocean City bus that the girls mentioned. Does the bus to Ocean City pick up here? Sure does. Should be here any minute. Good thing too, I hear we're in for rain tonight. What takes you to Ocean City? My uncle lives there. I got a letter from him. He wants me to help him with something. That's a reason, hon, but it's somebody else's reason. What's your reason? Ethel locks eyes with you. Oh. I'm searching for something. Let's be mysterious. I see. Do you know what it is you're looking for? Something dark. I'm haunted. What do you mean by that? There's something in my dreams, a kind of darkness, but it's moving. I have to find out what it is. Some of the color drains from Ethel's cheeks. Should we be a psychopath and just laugh and leave? No, we're just gonna stare at her for a while and then leave. To completely lose all point in terms of socializing, you know? Okay, let's go outside and wait for the bus. Oh yeah, I think I remember the bus ride. I remember it being very difficult and long and boring. I think my cat is gonna join us in a second. You pull out the letter you got from Uncle Murray and read it again. So Murray lives on Plunkett Street in Ocean City. Dear Mordekai, I hope this letter finds you well, and I hope it finds you quickly. Something quite serious has happened, and I need the help of your adventuresome spirit. Come to my shop in Ocean City. Sorry, I tripped over my words. Come to my shop in Ocean City as soon as you are able. Please. Your Uncle Murray. So his name is Murray Morris, and we are called Mordekai Morris? A lot of M's. This guy just really makes my day. Hey, Steven. You're just about to go mad from the monotony of this ride when the bus suddenly judders to a stop. You look out the window expecting to see the sights and sounds of Ocean City, but instead you see an endless expanse of extremely wet trees. Uh-oh. Okay, so let's talk to the driver. Before you talk to the bus driver, I, the narrator, am interrupting because I see that you've played through this bit before. Would you like to skip the prologue? Beautiful. If you do, you will go directly to Ocean City with 17 meat, 25 experience points, and any items you kept in previous prologue playthroughs. The prologue wasn't that interesting, to be honest, so I guess I'm just gonna skip over it, guys, just to show you how the game is, because I may make this video only about the prologue if I play it. So let's skip. Okay, so these are the things that we just got. Head to Ocean City. Basically, we had to get some gas and give it back to the driver so he can push the bus all the way to the city. You climb back on the bus and return to your seat, and soon you're dozing off to the sound of rain splattering on the window beside you. Unfortunately, it's barely an approximation of sleep, the sort of sleep that you slip into so gradually that you don't even know how to sleep until something wakes you up. Plunkett Street. And you realize that your meandering thoughts of the past few minutes have been utterly strange, shadowy tendrils of whispering ideas. Hey kid, this is your stop, right? That are now totally forgotten. This bus driver is so rude, he's interjecting over my poetic thoughts. What? All ashore? What's going ashore? Thanks for traveling, Willis Bus Co. So here we are. headquarters. We have the Cola War surplus store, just closed. Going seems inaccurate. Probably nothing you want in here anyway. This hobo seems wholly unperturbed by the rain. Let's talk to him. Nice weather we're having. He smiles, then looks up and lets the rain splash on his face for a while. Heh, suits me just fine, I guess. A wise man once said, the rain falls on poor men and rich men alike. Very true. Was that before umbrellas were invented, or... My name's Gus, by the way. Hi, I'm Mordekai. Pleased to meet you, Mordekai. Say, you wouldn't have a couple of meat to spare, would you? Let's give him some money, yeah? Sure. You flip Gus some meat, and he beams. Thank you very much, Mordekai. Old Gus won't forget your kindness, you bet. Take it easy, Gus. Aw, we did something nice. God bless. And now we are here. The bell over the door jangles as you walk into Murray's Antiques. The young woman at the counter looks up as you enter. Oh, hi, you must be Mordekai. We don't get that many customers at this time of night, or at all, really. That's me. You were expecting me? Yeah, Murray didn't say much about you, but he gave me that letter to mail. My name's Jessica. Oh geez, you're soaking wet. Come on in, I'll give you a towel. You walk over to the counter, trying not to drip on any vintage bric-a-brac, as Jessica grabs a threadbare bath towel from a shelf and pulls the tag off before tossing it to you. Thanks. Is Uncle Murray here? His letter wasn't very specific. He isn't. You say that in kind of an ominous way. Where is he? I wish I knew. He had a line on another artifact and said it was going to be a tough one. I told him he should get some backup, but he wasn't willing to wait. He just wrote that letter and told me to mail it if he didn't come back. Is there something I'm missing here? This is an antique shop, right? You make trying to talk Great Auntie Ruthie into selling her mother's Chesterfield sound like a deadly spy mission. Yeah, this is gonna take some explaining. Well, I'm definitely intrigued now. We don't have a lot of time just now, but follow me and I'll give you a quick sketch. Okay? Jessica leads you into a back room furnished with some desks and some strange-looking machinery. Welcome to our back office, the hub of our little operation. I'm guessing by operation you're talking about something other than antiques. Well, yes and no. See, a few years ago, Murray found out that there's a bunch of antiques circulating that are, well, hinky, would be a real understatement. Hinky. Murray called them tainted. Dark magic, real bad mojo, you know, cursed. Should we play out the theme that we picked upon earlier, that we are haunted and in touch with the world beyond the veil? Oh, for a second I thought you were making bathtub gin. Yeah, I know about that kind of thing. I'm a professional occult player. It's no joke. That's what our real job is here. The antique store is just, well, not exactly a front. We find a lot of regular antiques too, and selling them keeps us in scratch. But really, we're trying to hunt down all these evil doodads and neutralize them so nobody gets hurt. And Uncle Murray went out to get one and never came back? That's the long and short of it. Yep. What do you say? Are you in? Absolutely. I'm always up for a crazy adventure. This is very similar to my thought processes in real life if I was able to speak. It is a lot of dialogue in this game. So let me just grab a sip from my coffee. Hey, that's my cat Sol. A cup of black java. Not exactly steaming, it's rather cold, but what can you do? You get what life gives you. Great! You hear the shop door opening, and after a moment a goblin pokes her head into the office. Hello! Oh hey, that's well timing. Hey Gabby, Mary's sister Kit showed up. Come meet him. Hi Gabby, pleased to meet you. Hi, hello, the pleasure is all Gabby's. Gabby, would you be a dear and carry his luggage to Murray's room and grab some blankets and stuff out of the cupboard? He can sleep there till we find Murray. You've gotten it! Gabby picks up your suitcase and carries us through a door in the back of the room. That's not exactly good grammar. She just speaks very poorly. But she's actually a sweetheart. She's going to help you in fights. Yeah, because we're going to be doing some fighting in this game, not only dialogue. Great, I could really use some sleep. So let's explore. This desk is a mess. Whose desk is this? Murray's. I keep nagging at him to straighten it up before someone bumps into it, and we have to call the National Guard to dig them out of the avalanche with curse-proof shovels and a squad of exorcists. Anyway, best not to mess with it. Will do. I mean, I won't. You're not sure what this clock is telling, but it sure isn't time. There's nobody you need to call right now. Okay. There's nobody at this desk. Hey Jessica, whose desk is this? Charles Wallace, our handyman. He's up fixing a leak on the roof right now, but he'll be back later tonight. I see. There's a cat. You don't have time to play games right now. Huh? Just the game we are actually playing. A white cat is snoozing on an old towel. What's this cat's name? Calliope. Wasn't Calliope like the muse of music or poetry? Murray got her a couple of years ago. Screech behind the cat's ears. You give Calliope good screeching, but she doesn't react. Why doesn't Calliope like me? She'll warm up eventually. Try giving her some sardines. She loves those. Do you have any sardines? No, we're all out. You can get some more tomorrow. They have them at the Colawar surplus store next door. So they were just going to let the poor cat starve? How neglectful. Thank God I came into the store. A modern radio stands there in defiance of the concept of antiques. You cannot even hazard a guess as to what this contraption does. We're going to use it in the game, don't worry. You wonder where this door leads. Find out. You open the door and there's just a brick wall behind it. Apparently it goes nowhere. This is your new bedroom. You can hear Gabby bustling around in there making the bed and such. Go in. Hang on a sec, you can't go to sleep yet. Oh, brother. I'm pretty sure I can. I bet I could do it right here while I'm still standing up. Haha, well, I hate to spring this up on you, but there's something we need you to do before the night's over. Wow, a mission already? You know those cursed artifacts I was talking about? Since info on them is so sketchy, we've been working on a machine that can detect them with radio waves. I call it the Detectotron 1000. Catchy name. We've just gotten it up and running since Murray left, and it turned out there's a tainted thing practically right on our doorstep. That doesn't sound good. Yeah, it's not great. I was gonna have Gabby go get it, that's why she came over tonight, but since you turned up out of the blue, I guess there's no time like the present. I am probably not exaggerating when I say there's literally no time except for the present. What? As in, there might not be a future. You won't have far to go. It's just down the other end of the block if the readings are right. There's a newspaper office that got shut down earlier this year. It should be in there. Well, Gabby will go with you. She's good in a fight. A fight? Ah, jeez. Yeah, well, hopefully it won't come to that, but you never know. Hey, Gabby. Gabby reappears with an expectant grin. Go to the newspaper office with Mordekai and help him get that hat, okay? Okay, Gabby's ready for action. Let's bossy. She's really sweet, I told you. Gabby has joined you as a companion. Let out a tired sigh. Alright, fine. You said it's a hat, a cursed hat? According to the readout, yeah, a man's fedora, probably. And I'm supposed to what? Just break in and take it? Well, not break exactly. I managed to finagle a spare key out of the guys at the realtor's office. I'm pretty sure that still counts as breaking and entering. You'll be in and out and back here and in bed before you know it. Unless we get killed by a dark entity. You know, that's also the option. So we got a newspaper office key. Well, okay. Wish me luck, I guess. Let's head out of this makeshift door. Yeah, at least we have Gabby with us, right? It's a trash can, full of trash. Dig through it. You find a discarded bottle of cologne. This bottle of cologne was inexpensive to begin with, and throwing it away didn't make it any more valuable. It increases my stench armor by 1. Beautiful. Okay. What? Gabby grins and gives you a thumbs up. Gab with Gabby. How are you doing, Gabby? It's all of the berries. Make small talk. Have you lived in Ocean City long, Gabby? Oh yes, all of Gabby's life is here. Gabby's great Gabby came and popped just some blocks from over there, or to popping as they would say, haha. Wow, so your family's been here for quite a while, huh? Yes, 14 years. Chew some more fat. You're a real firecracker in a fistfight, huh, Gabby? Haha. Gabby likes fighting and dancing, the best two things. Gabby invented fight dancing once, but this world wasn't ready for it, maybe 50 years later. Okay, I think we had enough of that. The store sells broken glass and drafts. This building looks perfectly solid. Maybe it's just the people renting it that were condemned. Given the current conditions, dark and stormy, you probably shouldn't wander into any alleys. Wise. Okay, let's get this hat thing before you pass out from exhaustion. Unlock the door. You take a deep breath and lock the door. You give the key to Gabby for safekeeping. Go inside. Oh, this desk has met a violent end. Search the wreckage, nothing but a pile of homemade toothpicks. The drawer on this one is slightly ajar. Look inside. We got some nasty old leftovers. And if I remember correctly, you can look through all of these newspapers, and in the last one, let's check out the date of October 14th, 1908. You find something interesting. Tragic accident certain to have no consequences. Tragedy occurred yesterday evening when Hiram O. Crullins, owner of the first mass-produced commercial automobile registered in the state, accidentally struck and killed the state's first hitchhiker, a person standing on the side of the road attempting to solicit transportation from passing motorists. Fortunately for Mr. Crullins, the notion that vengeful spirits of the dead might haunt the places of their demise in murderous phantasmagoric rage has been rejected by modern science as rather unlikely, wouldn't you say? I need to take a breather. Unlikely, sure. There's a crumpled up pink slip on the desk. Read it. Carver, I can't believe I have to tell you this, but it is against company policy for an employee to steal the printing press. You are fired. You are fired. You are so fired I need a new phrase to describe it. I'm giving you the axe. And if I see your face in here again, I will both give you the axe and set you on fire. Grover Burges, Editor-in-Chief. P.S. How did you even lift it? You must have had, what, 5 accomplices? Unbelievable. You make a mental note to never pick a fight with this Carver Burges. Okay, good to know. Coffee. There's a little bit of a very, very old coffee left in this percolator. Let's grab it. Nasty old coffee. Adding to our inventory. There's a half-finished document in the typewriter. Read it. Government corruption at an all-time high. When was it not? The government has once again slashed funding to city services and social programs, citing waste, but without offering any supporting figures or explaining where the funds have been relocated to. Additionally, anonymous sources report it cuts off abruptly, maybe as a result of the pink slip next to the typewriter. Curtis, if I've told you once, I've told you 100 times. Not enough people buy the newspaper anymore to keep the lights on in this joint. Electricity is expensive because it is a very recent innovation. As such, fully half of your salary is paid by government subsidies. This is to say that the hand that feeds you is the hand you keep biting. We go way back, buddy, but you've given me no choice. Clean out your desk and scram. So again, Mr. Grover, who is maintaining a very healthy work environment. There's a half-finished letter in the typewriter. Reginald, I think Burgess is onto us. We've gotten careless. In fact, maybe I shouldn't be typing this out as a letter instead of just talking to him in person. Why am I doing this? Meet me under the water cooler this afternoon. Ah, crap. Here come Burgess with a pink slip. Sincerely. It doesn't say who it's from. The writer must have gotten fired before they could type their name. Also, under the water cooler. Yeah, shouldn't be near the water cooler? What's that all about? That's interesting. We also have this. Let's see what's on the old AP feed today. Gaze into it. Charles Lindbergh cooks stew. Onlookers report it smells like it might be beef or maybe lamb. Prohibition agents confiscate 40 barrels of wine, 10 cheese wheels, and some nice fresh honeycomb. Parisian bar declares independence, claims the botched tavern as a sovereign city-state. Babe Ruth gets haircut. Barber says, you'd think he could have left a better tip. Second edition of Principia Mathematica published. We still cannot understand a word of this, says local children. Today's winning racehorses, Gristler's mother, too much corn, and howitzer jacket. Jack Dempsey removes teeth to improve boxing skill. Moof, 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 says Dempsey in an interview. Today's list of banned dances: the chutney slider, the dirty dirty blitz, and the upside down tango. Severe storm causes trolley disaster, prevents 5 other trolley disasters. Okay, so we're back at the beginning. Oh. Whoever works at their desk forgot their cufflinks. Okay, so we have reporter cufflinks. Hindin, I'm not paying you to publish cockamamie conspiracy theories. In fact, I'm not paying you at all anymore. Clean out your desk and hit the road. P.S. Do you like the word cockamamie that I used up there? It's a slang term I coined. It means ridiculous or implausible. I think it's really gonna catch on. This guy Grover was a piece of work. Another handwritten note. Robson, first Hinding, then Carver, who's next? Venable says if Burgess comes for him, he's gonna take karate chop his desk in half. Sincerely, Curtis Kirsty. Curtis Curtis. P.S. What's a karate? Oh my god. So let's read the final note. Tucker, I got you that bottle you wanted. I stuck it under the water cooler where Burgess can find it and rat on us in the prohibition. Under the water cooler, eh? Surely it's not still there, but it couldn't hurt to check. So where is this water cooler? Ah. It's a big heavy water cooler and it's got something to hide. Move it. A trap door. Go through it. Our very first battle. Something around here seems pretty fishy, and it's these 2 moist fellas standing between you and that abandoned hat over there. So that's the hat we need to get. Investigate. Not wanting to get any closer to them, you choose to interpret investigate as squint at them from a short distance away, which is probably for the best, as it might be bad for your mental state to see them in too much detail. These humanoid creatures are between 5 and 6 feet tall, hard to judge because of their hunched over posture, and covered with scales that glisten slickly in the dim light, though you can't tell if this is a natural luster or due to being covered with oily sewer filth. More notably, of course, is the fact that they have huge fish heads. Sorry if I buried the lead there, but you know, saving the dramatic part for last and all. Their huge bulging and round eyes glare at you out of the darkness, faintly luminous like radium watch dials, and they hiss and glurble at you between rows of pointed shark-like teeth. Gill slits on the side of their heads open and close like thin, wet mouths gasping for air, or whispering terrible secrets. Whichever seems more likely to you. Gross. It appears that they're very displeased to see you, but are they smart enough to hold off an attack until they've judged how much of a threat you are? Let's dive in and fight them. So this is really strange, because initially I didn't know exactly what to do, but you basically just select your skill, haunting quack, throw a rock, give up. You can also toss, and then thwack them with a bat. Oh no! Flap slap. This is Gabby's technique. Yes, we got one. She's basically just bitch slapping him. You won. So much for those things that you'd rather not think about any further. Great. Our first fight. It was relatively easy compared to the ones that will follow. This must be the hat Jessica wanted you to recover. Take it. Terribly cursed fedora. A simple black felt fedora. It doesn't look cursed, but it has a palpable aura of menace about it. An ominous, vaguely person-shaped stain on the ground. A very old manhole cover. Some kind of complicated looking control panel. Check it out. The control panel has a green button, a red button, a big lever, a knob with a bunch of letters on it, and a series of colored lights that are all currently off. Pull the lever, push the green button. They just make a satisfying click, and you hear a motor starting up somewhere. Push the red button. You pull the lever with a very pleasing kerchunk, and the motor noise turns into a sort of loud winding whine. A yellow light is glowing on the console. Turn the knob. The options on the knob range from A to G. Let's see. You click the dial into place and the noise turns into a sort of shuddering growl for a second before an orange light flashes briefly and the entire machine shuts down. Well, shoot. It's a calendar from 11 years ago. There's a huge black skull scrawled on July 22, 1917. Oh, we need to go back upstairs and see. An underground press, literally, there's still newspaper left in it. Take the paper. This was printed in a secret underground newspaper office. Ladder back up. 1917, they said, right? So let's look through the files. We have a new date. What happened then? The top story from that date is the Ocean City's comptroller's passing of an overly complicated sidewalk right-of-way policy that outlawed street-side newspaper vending machines and limited the maximum allowed width of newsstands to 4 feet. The story continues to say that watchful eye management raised concerns about loss of revenue, and the comptroller made a vague promise to divert city funds to make up for any future shortfall. It looks like it worked out great for everybody. Okay, well, we did what we were supposed to. Somebody has pressed some weird symbols into the sidewalk here. You can't see anything interesting within walking distance in that direction. I think the machine downstairs opens the bank because the bank has these 4 wolves' head, and I don't know how to unlock them. I couldn't do it the first time I played around. Okay. How's it going? Did you find the hat? I found a hat. I guess it's the one you meant. It doesn't look unusual, although... Yeah? Well, it does creep me out a bit. I can't really put my finger on why. I know what you mean. Feels kind of like you have a headache, except you don't actually. More like a feeling of dread, like something terrible is about to happen, but I don't know what it is yet. Well, that is definitely not related to the fact that I need you to take that hat and go sit in that machine over there. Why? That's our uncursing machine. Gotta get the curse of the hat, right? Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense, but, what? Can't we just put the hat in the machine? Why do I need to be involved? Because the machine needs a mind to guide the uncursing process. Together you lift the curse from the hat and transform it into a sort of allegorical dream space that the machine can transfix. What? Sorry, I know it's a lot. Let me rephrase. The uncursing machine uses your subconscious mind to drive a wedge between an item and its curse. The item is cleansed relatively easily, but that doesn't negate the curse fully. Once separated from the item, the machine stores the curse and allows you to physically project into it to try and resolve the metaphorical scenario at the core of its existence. That's where things can get a little weird. Yeah, I know it sounds crackers, but you'll just have to give it a try to understand. Okay, let's sit in it. You sit in the chair, which is surprisingly comfortable, and pull the weird metal dome thing over your head. What would you like to uncurse today? The terribly cursed fedora. No sooner have you sat down than the machine, with a hiss, positively whips the fedora straight up into the dome. The hat rattles round in there angrily like a snake in a cement mixer, and after a good loud minute, flops limp and went into your lap. Whatever ominous energy once possessed the terribly cursed hat is gone. It is now simply a terrible hat. But the curse itself still lives, transfixed as a dreamlike construct within the machine. Now, how do I get rid of that curse? See, curses are like energy, Mordekai. They can't be created or destroyed, only changed. Can't remember who said that. Isaac Newman? Newton? Newton Newman, yeah. That machine knows how to take a curse from one object and put it on itself. But as far as how you change a curse, well, I don't know. That's some higher consciousness spiritualist stuff. Don't know much about that. I'm more of a Newton Newman sort of guy. The fedora's curse bounces around the innards of this machine, daring you to come project your unconsciousness inside of it. Maybe later. So now I have a hat. And I can go to sleep. It's a shelf for knickknacks and tchotchkes. Take a look. There's an old rag doll on the top shelf. Must have been left by the previous tenant. Oh, a trunk. Oh, what the heck? There's a fire in your trunk. Oh my god. You stamp out the flames, but it's a total loss. Everything you own has been reduced to ash. Everything? Everything except, bizarrely, the stamps from Murray's letter. You get an item, stamp from Murray's letter. Which is, Murray wrote you was the only survivor of your luggage inferno. It's got a picture of a cute dog on it. Weirdly, it isn't even charred. Huh. The curse. The curse is acting, you see? A television set. You've heard of these. Turn it on. Unfortunately, no shows have been invented yet. Okay, simple writing desk. You are very ready for this day to be over. Go to sleep. A dream about school. It's a poster of my favorite literary ghost. Lots of people in this hallway, it seems. Hello, hello. How's it going? Do you know which locker is mine? I can't remember which locker is mine. I'm sorry, I don't know. It's alright, I'll figure it out eventually. That person's face changes. Our founder, Branworth Garvunculus III. This lady looks friendly. Talk to her. Hello there, you must be... She flips through her book on the desk. Ah, here we are. Morris, Mordekai Morris. Yes, I'm Mordekai Morris. I'm your academic advisor. It's time for you to choose your class. But I dropped out. In real life, certainly. You must, however, choose a class. I don't understand. Now then, it looks like there are 3 classes for you to choose from. There's advanced kicking and throwing. This class is for pig skinners. Then we have overview of cord conjuring. This is a class for cheese wizards. And finally, weird time signatures 504. This course is for jazz agents. I'm interested in being a jazz agent. Masters of syncopation and improvisation, jazz agents use their rhythm and moxie to move through the world in style. In combat, they attack with subtlety, weakening their enemies and stacking the odds in their favor over time. That sounds like what I want. Alrighty, you're a jazz agent. The name's Morris, Mordekai Morris. Now then, there's just a minor matter of your minor. It looks like you've already completed it, but it doesn't say what you studied. I minored in the psychology of rocks? No, let's choose cryptobotany. Ah, a cryptobotanist, said no one ever. So you're an expert in all matters of plant-based arcana. Yep. Well, with that, I believe we're done. Feel free to wake up and go about your day. How would I go about doing that? She smiles and points at the door to the right side of the screen. I mean, the right side of the dream. Just through that door. Thank you. Let's go through the vortex, people. The nice lady at the desk says that this doorway leads back to your waking life. I kind of like the dream. Waking up has never been a pleasant experience. You awake feeling surprisingly refreshed, yesterday's adventures leaving you none the worse for wear. Guys, I'm going to have to end the gameplay here because we're already 40 minutes into it. I hope you have enjoyed this gameplay. It's a lot of text to read initially, but then it picks up more speed and you get into way more fights with vampires and mobsters and bakers who throw rolling pins at you. It's a really fun, cool, ironic game that doesn't take itself at all seriously. So I hope you'll try it. Let me know down in the comments what you think of it. And I guess that I'll see you in my next one. Take care until then and have fun gaming.